How's it going, folks? Markets up again today on the news that we might be, or the hope that we might be, a little bit closer to resolution in the Middle East. But some of the rhetoric coming out of this honestly makes me a little bit nervous and points to me that this is far from over yet. Definitely want to be cautious about that one. Let's get straight into it. This is the news that I'm talking about. Trump threatens much higher level attacks if no deal. This news is breaking pretty much right now. President Trump has said that the US will start bombing Iran at a much higher level and intensity than before the ceasefire if Iran does not agree on a deal. And this threat comes just hours after Trump paused the US military's Project Freedom operation to open the Strait of Hormuz due to great progress being made towards a complete and final agreement with the representatives of Iran. So the situation, as I see it, is this. We're getting closer to a deal, and now Trump is upping the ante with this rhetoric of increasing the intensity, which doesn't seem to have upset markets too much just yet, but obviously it still points back towards what a hot situation this is. And I believe that the optimism and the hope will be coming from the fact that it's like, right, Trump's got to have his piece, he's got to say his piece, and potentially even that extra bit of leverage is maybe helping to get this deal over the line and get things wrapped up. But from the way I see it, that's still a pretty dangerous situation, and we know that the market is particularly finicky at the moment. Reports here also by BBC, Trump warns strikes on Iran will restart at a higher level than before if the peace deal is not agreed. If they do not agree, the bombing starts, and it will be, sadly, at a much higher level of intensity than it was before. This is a day after the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that the offensive stage of the war in Iran was over. Again, we've got conflicting rhetoric there. And once more here, the street reporting, obviously, we just took a look at the S&P. The market is up today. And again, it's on hopes for a US-Iran deal. But things look particularly in the balance to me. If we look back at the crypto markets, you can see we've actually slid a little bit in the last hour or so, in the last couple of hours, I should say. But nonetheless, this isn't looking like a toppy market to me just yet. As I explained yesterday, what I would be the kind of scenario I'd be looking at for here right now, with no massive fundamental changes, no massive news events, which I've been sad that what I've just described isn't a massive news event anymore, but that's just the situation that we're in. That is the status quo for right now, unfortunately, would be, but the situation that would get me short in this and get me fully out of my longs would be a rapid push up to the upside, in fact. Right, that might be surprising to some people watching this. I like getting long when the market is down low, and I like getting short when the market is up high. And we can explain reasons for that. If you're a subscriber of the channel, you will know already. But point being, for right now, I'm not seeing that situation just yet. I'm seeing us holding at these highs. Okay, sure, we're down 1.74% over the last couple of hours, probably on these comments from Trump, but we're not smashed to the downside. That is a healthy correction in my mind. I would be much more worried about this if we'd actually gone up harder. Nonetheless, why do I think things are eventually going to come tumbling down from this? It is, of course, the liquidation risk of the market. We know that there are so many longs in the market right now. Even now, with that 1.75% move to the downside, still more longs than shorts on the daily time frame. And if we zoom out to the 30-day, you already know what this looks like if you're a subscriber of the channel. A huge amount of longside liquidation risk in the market, especially compared to short side liquidation risk, meaning that if we get a serious, meaningful pullback to the downside, or a pullback to the downside of a certain magnitude, we will start liquidating some of these longs. Now, the way that this chart is arranged, okay, the gradient of this is fairly shallow. I don't think we are close to a massive liquidation exchange right now, just because you could see, based on the gradient of this, it would take a relatively large move to the downside to actually start getting into serious liquidation sizes. And I'm sure that some shorts have actually jumped in just now on this recent 1.75 move to the downside. But the macro, right, the overall, there's more of the medium-term view, is that people have been getting long this whole time, right? People who didn't get long like I did at 65k, people have been getting long all the time. And unfortunately, if history repeats itself, they will come around to be liquidated, because usually in this market, the majority of people are wrong. However, I am still long, still in my long position. We are up today $472 on that trade. Again, not going to change the world, not massive, but I've taken out a fair chunk of profit from this position already. And right now, as I see it, we are not in a situation where I think we need to be panicking about the market coming down right away. And it's such a small position size. Again, I'm just not particularly stressed about it. My main goal right now is accumulating spot. And for that, I am actually comfortable, right? Generally, my policy is dollar cost averaging, but I'm comfortable sitting on this for a little while because I do think we're going to come down again before we go up. The setup is forming. It's not crystallized yet. It's not completely clear when that will be, but that is what I see coming with the information in front of me right now. But as always, that is purely my opinion, shared just for entertainment purposes. Please do not consider it financial advice. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you enjoy these daily market updates.